the clothes of a good man, baby, and his skin, his leather boots shining like a mortal, sitting like a new penny stolen straight from a beggar's hand, like the moon the night the walls came down. Hey, so bow, bow, bow your head low in shame. You know the face should take their book and erase your name. You don't deserve to walk in the ranks of men no more. Don't let that door hit you on your way, on your way. Your wife's a good woman, baby, so am I. Like Lilith and Eve under the big black sky. Your little green garden is turning brown as the whole goddamn world is burning down. Yes, as the whole goddamn world is burning down. And you should bow, bow, bow your head low in shame. Even your mama would turn her dead face away. There ain't no good in anything that you say. Don't let that door hit you on your way, on your way. Don't let that door hit you on your way out. Yeah, by the light, let us pray. Baby, let us pray. Though it seems like the darkness always gets its way.
Oh, yeah, baby. It's a couple minutes past 11 o'clock, or actually now it's about 6:07. 6:7. I just said it. I had to. The power of Christ made me say that. Welcome, everybody. It's The Club with Lucas here on 106.9 FM here in RCE in the beautiful city of Barcelona, in the beautiful state of Catalonia, in the beautiful country of Spain, in the beautiful continent of Europe. Thank God we're here and not in other places. We'll get to that in a little bit. Of course, folks, every week we are bringing you the best of Barcelona and Catalonia and Spain when we can as well. And that, of course, was Tori Sparks. And in fact, that is her new single off her new release as of yesterday night. Yesterday, she released Cabinet of Curiosities, Volume Number 2, and that is available everywhere where good music is sold and or streamed. So pick that up. Tori Sparks, fan favorite, but not only that, city favorite here. And of course, how are you doing as we roll into the brunch hours these days? It's 11 o'clock. I hope you have your favorite poison with you because we've got some poison to serve up for you as well. And no, not that terrible band from the 1980s because the can ain't dragging that shit back in. Okay. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Now, anyway, it's time to roll here on the R to the C to the E to the 106.9 FM. And I'm not alone in the studio in the next hour as some legit, locally based, but internationally filmed festivities are descending upon us in this next week. In fact, the BDSM Film Fest here in Barcelona is kicking off, and it's all, it's all over certain places of Europe. In fact, we're going to talk about that, and one of its creators as well. If not its creator, Master Pau Devolar is going to be joining us here, and he's going to be talking about a lot of stuff because, guys, there is scores and scores and scores of events, films, speakers, and so much lovingly kinky stuff that's going to be happening up next week. You can get all that information as well and your tickets, loves, at bdsmfilmfest.com. The reveling in the local goodness makes me feel good down there. But Lord mercy, we've got so much to talk to in a little bit because so much has been happening specifically in the countries that we feature here on my lovely show. That would be Catalonia and Spain, the US, UK, and all those countries. Now, grab your poison, guys. We got so much to get to. And, of course, I want you following my lovely self at The Club with Lucas on Instagram, The Club W Lucas on that TwitX stuff, yes. You can also catch the tunes live everywhere all over Catalonia on 106.9 FM, all over the world on rce.cat. And you can watch us with your peepholes as well at RCE 106.9 FM. Children of the Corn, so much to serve up. Pitter patter, let's get at her. First of all, we're going to do a little bit of music because everything seems to be like en plan really old school these days. I don't know if anybody else is getting the vibe. You've seen a lot of 90s, 2000s stuff coming in, so I am really jamming on that early stuff. So that was my high school and beginning of uni days. And by days, I do mean D-A-Z-E. But as we come up at 11:11, let's get some music on. This is actually an abstract house artist that not many people hooked up with, but this is one of his biggest hits in the club scene. This was back in 97, so we are talking fresh out of high school here. This is Abstract Truth's Courageous Cat It's all about cat. Remember, you can catch the jams live on rce.cat, and we'll be right back with a little bit of news that you can use in English. But as long as they go to heaven, right? What's heaven? Heaven is a place on earth. That's what Belinda fucking Carlisle said. Welcome back, everybody. This was Abstract Truth's Courageous Cat from 1997. I'm going to serve up a little bit of news before we get with Master Devolar, who's actually sitting right here. If you can feel his energy, you can feel his energy. Thank you so much for being here, mate.
Thank you for the invitation.
I'm actually, we were just talking about this in the mix because there's so much that's happening here over the next week, starting next week for the BDSM Film Festival. And it's also popping off in other cities too, so we're going to talk about that. So, okay. But breaking news, catch up. He didn't die on the flight back. Wah, wah. Donald Trump just got back last night from China and basically left American taxes. Basically what he's saying, he's going to keep on trying to do these aranceles, these taxes. And China said, oh, yeah, well, don't F with Taiwan and don't F with us. And he went back earlier than he was expected to do, actually. So, of course, they're calling it a win for the United States of America. Now, here's a question that I would never ask because normally I do this segment without anybody in the office, but somebody's here, so I'm going to ask. Mr. Devolar, Master, can I ask you a quick question, sir?
Yeah,
for putting
sure.
you on the spot. Does it bother you at all as a Catalan Español that so much of things that happen in the United States of America affect too much of the world?
Yes, sure, because we are finally connected, and what's happening there, it's affecting us, and freedoms are in danger.
Is that something that's going to be touched upon during the BDSM Fest? I'm sure.
Yes, it is. It's part of the core of these and other festivals.
Amen,
And
brother. Okay.
we have a very interesting documentary from LA, Latino leather community, that touches a lot of this topic.
My people are everywhere, and you cannot stop us. I don't care what you say, ICE. I am Mexicano, Chicano de los Estados Unidos. And so, of course, these things have made me very happy. And as someone who's also an educator, Lord knows. And that's part of what we were talking about. He kept referring to she as almost like a demigod. Straight out of Central Casting. He talks about him like he's a Hollywood star. And meanwhile, as he praises this dictator, we could say lovingly, capitalist communist dictator, he really wants to emulate that. And we keep seeing that happening. Meanwhile, oil prices are out I can't even begin. In New York City and the state of California, my city, shout out New York, oil prices gas prices, petrol can be up as much as $9 a gallon. That's way more than we pay here per liter, okay? This has never happened before where the U.S. is paying more than petrol than Europe. But it's happening, and it has everything to do, of course, with what's happening in Iran. So basically what is happening with the United States is shit. And over here in Spain, I would like to say that we're still trying to solve the same mysteries that we're still trying to solve every time we're moving from spring into summer, which is basically how do we not destroy the country from the heat that's going to be happening and with tourism. And of course, the city that loves tourists the most is this very beautiful city, where we get nearly 45% of our income, actually, or just over 40% from tourist trade here, and the import-exports that support that as well. So that's a good thing. Do you love tourists?
I live in Mataró, 30 kilometers away from here.
Thank you for being here.
So I don't have the inconvenience of tourists.
You're blessed, sir. Mira, mijos, mijas. He's bringing us the bendiciones from Mataró. I really appreciate you being here, mate. Do you come here often to the city?
When it's needed for the festival.
It was needed and for the festival. You know what? I would also like to say something that is very necessary to Spain. It looks like Spain will, for the 5th year in a row, be the strongest growth economy in the world. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. Since 2022, since we came out of the pandemic, and apparently we're entering another one, hantavirus, anybody? We have been the strongest growth economy in the world. In fact, we're the only one that has consistently made 2.5 to 3.1% growth. Germany did 0.9 last year. And yet, are you feeling that? Okay, so we'll be talking about that in the meantime. However, really quickly over in the UK, because we've got some news to talk about here in our city with the BDSM Film Festival coming up. Keir Starmer is really taking the pressure right now. And a lot of people are already asking him to resign, to leave his position. And it looks like Nigel Farage, that Plantagenet piece of racist filth, and his anti-immigration crowd keep growing. In fact, this weekend alone, there's going to be apparently a huge protest march. Counter-protest, far-right marches, anti-far-right marches, and of course hooligans everywhere because, British people. So that's what's going on in the state of the world. So I hope the state of your world is blessed and impressed because the shit keeps getting real. So we're going to get about that next year. However, next time, right now, let's just segue into you, sir. Thank you again for being here. All the way from Mataró and my one-man clap, we've got Senor Master.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being here, brother. All right. I asked him a question that I'm not going to repeat, but I'm going to find a different way to repeat it off the air. And firstly, tell us a little bit about the BDSM Film Festival and what got you into this.
BDSM Film Fest started actually as a spin-off of Porn Film Festival Barcelona.
God, I remember that.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen anymore?
We have a lot of work to do to
Amen. Yes, sir.
bring it back again, and we would love to bring it back again. But what happened is that I'm actually a BDSM guy.
Yes, sir.
And after the first edition of Porn Film Festival Barcelona, my partner and I said, oh, there's a lot of content in the kinky session of the Porn Film Festival.
Damn right there is.
Why don't we do a BDSM Film Fest? And after that crazy idea, we are here now.
Okay, so it is important sometimes, folks, to have a partner in life and business and in thievery to make some of this happen, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be possible without.
So you and they, she, I'm going to presume, decided to do this, and it is taken off. It's in Vienna. It's in Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid. Barcelona, and which other one, sir?
Milan, Buenos Aires,
Madonna
and
mia.
República Dominicana.
Eso chingones. Now, as a kid who grew up in New York City, if you know the Dominicans, you know the Dominicans, and they're the best of the Latinos. My opinion. It's just my opinion. Shout out to my people. Why the Dominicans? Except for I know why.
Because there's one guy who's actually doing great work, starting from scratch the BDSM community in the country.
When we get to countries like this is off the script from the questions. Okay. When we get into material like that, when we have places, I mean, there's a lot of conservatism as well
Yeah.
in Dominican Republic. I mean, I know my people. And so a lot of times the BDSM and kink and things of that nature can also involve the queer community a lot.
Or always,
Exactly.
I should say.
And that probably freaks out some Americans down there. Have you found that yet? Maybe not in Buenos Aires, but I wonder, or is this a way where they get their yayas off?
I'm a bit afraid from first edition of Porn Film Festival that some conservatives would get to know the event and come to boycott it. Actually, it happened in the festival that they did in Warsaw, in Poland. The ultra-Catholics came to the place to pray for the souls of the sinners. And, well, actually, it was good for the marketing.
Yeah, free
but
marketing.
It was a bit frightening to be there.
Definitely. I mean, please remember, folks, this is a country, Poland, that truly had a ceremony to nominate Jesus Christ as their king. And look it up. It is now a monarchical constitution. Did you know that? That Jesus Christ is the king of Poland. Yeah. So we're dealing with that too. So when you deal with that kind of energy, you don't have to necessarily face that or confront that so much. Do you feel here in Barcelona and Madrid? Or
we have not been in trouble yet, and I hope it will be like this for
Amen.
a long time.
Well, can I circle back to something we mentioned earlier then?
Sure.
The mention that you said of taking away of rights in the country where I was born. If, you know, we've got certain regional elections and then next year's big elections coming up, and who knows if Pedro Sanchez steps down or not. If a political party movement like the PP, Feixó, and Abascal with Vox were to take over, do you think there would be an infringement in specific rights, social rights, as we are seeing in other countries like the United States of America?
Isn't that their program? I mean,
but
yes.
The right don't want to do that. You're crazy. Please, I'm sorry. I'm lying, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay. Freedom in many aspects is going to be threatened.
Yes, sir.
It's actually already threatened at the moment.
Do you think it's only Spanish far-right parties, or is it like conservative parties like Junts pel Cat here who are also not necessarily in favor of stuff, or you don't feel that from Catalan right parties?
Maybe they are focusing on other points of their program, but in the end, I think that there are some ideas that usually come together because they are spread together as a pack. And maybe you buy just this, but you are buying the whole story that's coming after that.
That is well said. I'm going to use that in my university sessions, if you permit me, sir.
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
tell them my master said that. Okay, wait a minute then. So what is the ethos? If we're talking about all of this stuff and it's linked to so many things, the kink, the queer, civil rights, social rights, what is the ethos of this type of festival, of the BDSM festival?
Yeah, there are many layers. We have to understand that we come as a spin-off, as I said, of the Porn Film Festival, which was inspired and part of the what's the word? Circuit.
Okay.
Of alternative, independent, feminist, trans, feminist, pro-sex film festivals, which is a very big family here in Europe and also in the USA. And there's some things that we want to achieve. First is to bring a good experience for the attendees, for the audience. I believe that film festivals, or when I do a film festival, I focus on the experience of the audience.
Amen.
Also, it's a platform for the creators, independent creators who have something to say, different perspectives to show, and we want to be a vessel for them. There's another layer which is to raise the appreciation for porn, or for explicit representation of sexuality, or for different styles or different kinds of films. Might be very professional films, might be more amateur, but very deep or very activist. And finally, we want to impact society, of course. That's why cinema has its magic.
That's right. I mean, cinema and television affect a lot of things. We see differences. Gross, excuse me. I wonder if, I don't know if I put this on the list, but I wonder if live stream or streaming has affected the way you see the cinema industry these days.
Streaming, you mean as Netflix and the
it takes away
platforms?
certainly from the cinema experience.
Yeah, I think that part of what you get of going to the cinema or the movie theater or a festival is the experience of being together with a lot of people, and in our family of festivals, watching porn or explicit content.
And that is another thing, because in our city here, I mean, we actually do have a porn industry here in Catalonia, but we also have a very, large queer and kink community. We have women who really work in sexual awareness. Health-wise would be more Venus O'Hara. More lust-wise would be people like Erica Lust. We have a history that's based here recently in that. Pero en plan, there are people that would say, porn? The average Catalan boy sees his first porno pop up between 7 and 8 years old. And the average 20-year-old that I teach in university is a virgin. At least the males are. The females are not. Oh. It is a very different thing if you're a person in your 30s, 40s, 50s than what's coming up in their teens and 20s. We have the Hakikomori version here in Catalonia with those frikis that never leave their home. It's just porn and PlayStation. So I wonder if that reality for young men affects anything. I wonder if there's any of the commentaries, because there's not just films, my loves. There's so many events and different charlas and things that are going on during this festival. Again, you can get all of that information, familia, at bdsmfilmfestival.com as well, and get your tickets there, because packs of them already sold out. So you motherfuckers need to hurry up. But I do wonder if you think about that in reference to, the younger minds that are coming up that don't even know how to talk to girls, and only, like, for example, a new thing, really quickly, excuse me, is trying to, the first time you sleep with a girl, maybe on your second, third date, these guys just want to spit in their mouths and spit, like what they've been seeing since they were 8. Girls don't want that shit, especially straight girls. I'm not straight, but Lord knows. So I wonder if that comes up in maybe for next edition.
Yeah, I think that society has a very big problem with all this manosphere content. And
so do you see a problem with that? I love you, man.
Who doesn't see the problem there?
The men making this.
Yeah.
The boys following this. The Andrew Tate lovers.
Yeah.
These small penis, little mind motherfuckers. Billions of them.
Yeah.
May I remind everybody, the world is still 50.5% male, only 49.5% female, mostly because of the Middle East and Asia. But please, sir, thoughts?
Yeah, I think that when you find the queer community or the kink community, you find that bubble. Maybe you cross the line and you live in the bubble. I've been living in the bubble for 12 years. Also, the porn film festivals, they are like a bubble that gathers in in every festival, and you travel to the festivals and meet your friends again, and people create new movies together. And the thing is that you forget that there's another world outside that bubble.
And most of it is outside that bubble.
Yeah.
That will never stop, kids, because religion. Let me tell you a little bit of my religion right now, music. Okay, so we're gonna throw in a little minute jam. This is not even 3 minutes long. This is a new song by an outfit. This is a brother named Jordan Raquet. Now, Jordan has been making music for a while. It's a mixture of different sounds, but he throws in electronica, and he's working with a gentleman named Femi Coleoso here. It's called It Never Ends. It's literally 2.75 minutes. Remember, you can catch the jams live on rce.cat and 106.9 here in Catalonia. We'll be right back. We're going to talk later. Talking about kink. All right. Wasn't that beautiful? Oh, my God. It made me feel good. Now, Barcelona, International City, tons of film festivals that come here. As you said, this is a spin-off. I'm wondering if there was a film that you mentioned earlier coming from the LA queer kink community, and then another one during the segment just now during the song. What tell us, if you can, without giving spoilers, some of these films that you think people really should see because of the nature of them, please.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to just mention two. Actually, I don't know if I'm the person to say this, but the program is really, really good. We have a lot of feature movies. We have 70 short films screenings, and the first that I would recommend is the opening film, and I'm not recommending the opening shorts and the opening documentary because they are sold out. But the opening film is a story of a couple in their 40s, 50s, with children that they get divorced and they get to know each other, and they are rediscovering their sexuality, and obviously they open this door of kink and their first experience. And I think it's a very, very interesting movie for curious people that want to make their first step or have questions about this.
I mean, there's something that I've noticed here coming from New York City, obviously. There's a huge culture shock you go through. If you don't know, you don't know. And I've noticed that a lot of men post 40, 45, 50, 55 in Catalonia start experimenting with homosexuality. Not openly, especially after divorce and shit like that. And I'm wondering if there's a sense of repression in Catalonia from a repressed history that converted a lot of mindsets. Because I see a lot of men, I work with some of them, that really don't come out into their bisexuality until they're well, like, past our ages. And it's like, damn, dude, your kids are 30.
What have you done until now? You've been not taking profit of a lot of stuff that you could have been enjoying.
So that's not just for sex, though. I feel like in the mindset of men, isn't there often not just the fachada, the facade, but like an inhibition in a lot of men.
Absolutely.
And that because of that inhibition, they put on the facade. A film festival like this seeks to break shit like that, to talk about it and bring it out into the open. Do you find it's easier to deal with those situations and comments with women than it is with men sometimes?
I think that maybe women have their rediscovery of sexuality. I would say, maybe I'm wrong, I'm speaking from my point of view, but I would say that the rediscovery of sexuality for women, it's more accepted, maybe. It's more spread. It's more
widespread,
widely or openly spoken about.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. Let's think about it. Because if we're just going back from what I just said about the inhibitions, repressions, don't show emotions, don't speak, dude, this shit. Where a lot of our Spanish brothers, it's all fake.
Yeah.
Whereas women, you get them together. I promise you, my brothers, listen. Your wife, girlfriend, whatever the hell, best friend knows the size of your penis and everything you do right and wrong. Okay? But I don't know if you've ever talked to your boys about your girlfriend's vaginal lips. You know what I mean? There's an expression of reality that women come out with that is just much more common and based in reality than Tea, Barça, and Odio a mi jefe.
Yeah, and wow, lo que hice ayer con mi novia. You know.
And it's puro pedo. And they were, and you know what? They were jerking off to Erica Lust. No novia. And so, you know, mi, what is it called? Mi novia en Andorra. In our country, it's my girlfriend in Canada, but they don't exist, you know? This. So what would you like for men in sexuality to learn about themselves? Is there anything you would like that? If we were to think about it.
Maybe men, we should learn a lot of stuff from not only women, but queer people.
Amen. Amen.
Because there's this idea of masculinity that I live in my bubble, and when I hear about feminine energy or masculine energy, I start to grumble. But many people is still living upon those values and having this as a compass for their life. And it's a trap, actually.
Thank you for saying that. It is. Explain. Okay, wait a minute. Hold that thought, if you can.
Yes.
We're going to talk about this trap according to a gentleman who is an expert and lives in out of Barcelona. Oh, I won't say the city again so people don't chase you. And I'm going to play something that is part and parcel to this because I love Madonna. And there's a song that I'm going to play from Madonna that came out when I was a little boy called Erotica. I'm going to play this song right now because I think it goes perfectly for this. But it's a live version. If we can start it in like como segundo 30, 40, papi, because we're just going to play a portion of it. But there's some words in there that she talks about it. And she says in there, you are who you are, and I wouldn't want to change a thing. And that's something that we're consistently doing with this trap. It's trying to change them and make them the way. So we're going to talk about the trap from Master Devolar when we come back. This is Madonna and Erotica from a live version. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. Thanks, everybody. Let's talk about the trap. You know that was actually Madonna and her version, a different erotica version that had never been produced before, and she did that live 20 years ago on the Confessions tour. And guess what's coming out in July? Part 2. We'll get to a song of that from in the next hour. Jefe, we were talking about the trap that a lot of men find themselves. Can we talk about that and a little bit about the film festival, where to get tickets and all that too? Can we talk about that trap, please, sir?
The trap. Imagine that you find a manual that tells you what you have to do, what you have to achieve, how you have to look, how do you have to behave. And in the beginning, it seems, oh, great, this will bring me success, this will bring me good relationships, this will bring me a good life. But then you start behaving from a guy that comes from outside of you. And at some point, unless you are really, really, really unfortunate, because don't getting to the point of knowing who you truly are and what you truly like and enjoy. It's sad if you don't find that in your life, but eventually you will find that you like, enjoy, that you feel attract for something that it's out of the script. And then you have yourself in this trap that doesn't allow you to go in the direction that your body, your mind, your soul, wherever would really like to go.
And that's sad. And I feel on a different level, I feel like most men live that life.
Yeah,
They live trapped in that. And part of the thing that we were talking about is I want to see my students, my business clients get out of that mindset. Do you think do any of the film festival shorts or things, do they talk about emotional expression, emotional mental health? I think that's a big thing we should focus on, and sexuality too. I mean, it is an expression, right? It's an exhibition of that. Do you think emotional and mental health for people is important in the sexual realm as well?
Yeah, I think that acceptance of self is very important. And one thing that I experienced when I was for the first time in the Vienna's Porn Film Festival Vienna, because I saw an advertisement or something, and here in Barcelona we had the Salon Erótico, which was a totally different thing.
I mean, yes.
Was another thing. And I traveled to Vienna, and I spent all the weekend watching films and going to the party, and my mind blew. Because representations of sexuality, porn, wherever, usually what people find is the mainstream ñaca plain porn for 30 seconds jerking off. Okay,
exactly.
But what there is in this kind of festivals is a very, very diverse range of representations, and you're going to watch other bodies, other practices, other stuff that you're oh, I've never thought about doing this, or oh, if this person is enjoying this, maybe I should consider if I'm missing something, and I should try this.
And get out of the trap. Kids, at least one of the beauties of a film festival like this is that you can start unthinking. I feel like you can start uncolonizing that colonized mind from the traps that we're put in. And yeah, like we like to joke here, blame religion and your parents. But after 40, 41, you gotta start having that. You can't really blame your parents after that. Fucking sucks. Now, where can people get tickets? Because again, like I said, Familia, at the beginning, some packs are already sold out. I mean, people aren't interested in sex. You know, it doesn't sell. So how can people get tickets?
Yeah, they can go to our site, bdsmfilmfest.com, and they will find tickets and programs for all the locations.
That's the cool thing.
And also for the digital pass, which if you don't live near Barcelona, Madrid, Vienna, Milan, Buenos Aires, or Santo Domingo, you can also enjoy the festival online from your home.
And folks, this is one of the beauties of globalization. Don't you love that? Do you love it or do you love that? I know Kim Kardashian does. Wait a minute. This is something that popped up during COVID, and I am loving this because not many film festivals are offering this yet, but you can take advantage of it with certain payment packs that you can take and see these streamed films and shorts as well. Folks, all of that information is bdsmfilmfestival.com. No, filmfest.com. That was a mistake with the email originally. Okay.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. But also, let's talk a little bit more. We have some time. The mounting of something like this, it's really easy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
See or no, chinga? You know what? You kind of look like. Hold on, folks. Don't get me out if you're seeing this on the YouTube peepholes later. You know what I mean. You kind of look a little bit. You know what I'm gonna say? Ross from Friends.
I don't know that word, but
Ross from Friends.
Ross?
Ross. You know Friends, the show.
Oh no.
You don't remember Friends? I mean,
Friends.
Friends.
Ross
With
Friends.
Jennifer
Oh,
Aniston.
yeah,
and-
okay.
Okay.
I was understanding French.
You look French, dude. Well, you do. You know that nose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No, Ross.
Ross,
Yes.
dude. You look like Ross.
Yeah, it's true. Someone told me this
And
20
David
years ago.
Schwimmer. Yeah, okay. There we go. So somebody else. All right, Hefe. What are some of the things that when you're mounting this, is there any... Oh God, I don't want to get in trouble. How do I say this? Is there any bombardment from the Generalitat and shit like that by chance? I'm just curious. Is that you have to work with them, so obviously.
No, we are independent from institutional
And you have
funding.
no drama from them then?
No, and actually, I've approached the circuit of festivals organizations to evaluate if we are eligible for funds, which actually that we're doing this festival. It's absolutely crazy because no one does a festival without institutional funding. But I think we are crazy enough to fight for this.
Shout out to your partner too, madam.
Yes.
Rock on, girl.
Yeah.
Have you got babies?
No, we have
Okay.
festivals.
These are the babies, see? And you want to take part of that. Please continue. I'm sorry.
Where I was.
Well, I mean, with a team, you have to have a solid team to help out. What are some of the places that we're doing the screenings at? Can we throw those out as well, please?
Yes. On Friday 22nd and Monday 25th, we are at Inusual Project, which
Hell
is
yeah.
do you know it?
Of course, they help
Yeah.
us out with our festival as well, with things we do for charity. So thank you.
Yes, they supported us from our first edition. They believed in the project. We are absolutely grateful to Seven, the manager, the owner of the venue. And in the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we will be at hangar.org, this Emilia Coranti 16th Street. It's a bigger venue. It's we have raised the sticks for this edition, and that allowed us to create a weekend pass.
Brilliant.
I think there's 3 left at the moment.
Okay,
So-
children, get those weekend passes. Okay.
Yeah, and
And can you name that one again, where that screening is going to be on Saturday and Sunday, please?
hangar.org.
Hangar.org.
Hangar.
Oh, the hangar. Yeah. Hangar.org, Children of the Corn. You can get that. But remember, all of that information is going to be at BDSM Film Festival. And also, Film Fest,
Yeah,
BDSMFilmFest.com. You can look up the festival as well. You can follow that. It's actually B_SM on Film Fest on Instagram.
On Instagram, this is the problem where the confusion comes, because on our first edition we got our account banned 3 times the week before. Yes, the week before the festival.
But
And-
please put on your Lies of Manosphere drama. See, and this is why independent media, independent cinema, independent film festivals and things like that are important, because we fight through the BS to get reality to you. Now, it's a different form of reality when we're talking about sexuality, sensuality, and BDSM. But of course, all of that again, BDSMFilmFest.com, and follow this beautiful brother at Master Devolar as well.
Thank you very much.
On Al Gore's social media webs. And folks, you'll be seeing clips and stuff. Remember, you can get all of that information through Master Devolar or at BDSMFilmFest.com. Thank you, my brother, for coming down, man.
Thank you for the
Seriously,
invitation. I
excellent
really
conversation.
enjoyed this
Same
interview,
here, man.
and looking forward to meet you again.
We're going to do it. We're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. Tell you what, man. What we're going to do is play shout out to my sister, Kelly, who is here right now. This is a song that we both love, and this is Depeche Mode's In Your Room. We will be right back with same bat time and channel right now in just a few minutes with fresh stuff for you. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back.